Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is El Mundo, the voice reaching out to the world. As I now conclude the tribute to the end of the World Cup 2026. There is something bittersweet about the final match of this World Cup. One last whistle, one nation celebrating, one nation heartbroken, and millions of us sitting in our living rooms, cafes, and city squares realizing that this beautiful month of football has come to an end. My congratulations to Spain on lifting the World Cup trophy after a hard-fought victory over Argentina. It was a match filled with passion, determination, and moments that reminded us why the world falls in love with this game. Argentina gave everything they had until the very end, and Spain found the one moment that made the difference. But as I watched the celebrations, something stayed with me. Throughout this tournament, I found myself cheering for countries that weren't even my own. You see, when Morocco made their incredible run, people everywhere celebrated them. And let's not forget when Norway surprised everyone, when England fought until the end. Even when our own favorite teams were eliminated, many of us simply chose another team to believe in. Now, isn't that beautiful? For a few weeks, we allow ourselves to celebrate someone else's dreams. My Colombian background, mixed with numerous traditions, cultures, and beliefs, has seen these differences integrating as a rainbow into only one single beam of light. Even though different frequencies in this beam have different colors and wavelengths, at the end, they form a beautiful unity. I know how easy it is to focus on what separates us. Different languages, different costumes, different beliefs, different ways of seeing the world. During the World Cup, those differences somehow become part of the celebration instead of the division. We admire another country's songs. We learn their traditions. We smile when we see children wrapped in flags. We celebrate victories that don't even belong to us. And I always wonder, why can't we do that every day? Why is it easier to cheer for football players across the ocean than for our own neighbor who finally earned a promotion? Why do we celebrate a goal scored by someone who we never met but struggle to celebrate a friend's success without comparing it to our own? Life was never meant to be a competition where only one person gets to be happy. There is enough joy for all of us. My faith has taught me that every blessing comes from God. What is meant for you will never miss you, and what is meant for someone else was never mine to begin with. So, instead of envy, why not gratitude? Instead of comparison, why not encouragement? Imagine if we applauded graduations the way we applaud goals. Imagine if we celebrated a new business the way we celebrated a championship. Imagine if we stood beside someone during their difficult season, the same way fans stood beside their teams after heartbreaking defeats. That is the kind of world I want my children and grandchildren to grow up in. A world where kindness is louder than criticism, where compassion is stronger than competition, where differences are not something to fear, but something to appreciate. The World Cup may be over. The stadium lights will dim. The jerseys will be folded away. The songs will slowly become quiet, but the spirit we witnessed doesn't have to disappear. Let's keep cheering for one another. Let's celebrate every milestone, every dream fulfilled, every small victory. Because at the end of the day, the greatest trophy we can ever lift isn't made of gold. It's a heart that has learned to rejoice when someone else succeeds. May we carry that spirit long after the final whistle. And God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next video. And I leave you with these thoughts for today, my friends. What is your final whistle for today? And how have you taken in your heart what this World Cup meant for you? To be continued, thank you for leaving your comments. I do read them, and making this channel grow. Until then, take care. Bye for now.